Hello to all my friends out there. So I usually eat about 2 meals a day. I think the best way to avoid running out of food is to buy your food in a way so that your food is stockpile food. So today I bought this sparkling water at Aldi's. Sometimes, the store brands are horrible, but this stuff's pretty good. Okay, so I stockpile all kinds of bread and I keep it in my freezer because one of the things you're likely to run out of, if you start running out of food, most of the time you start running out of everything. And I buy the bread, if I can find it, marked down. And this is a really good loaf of bread. I bought at $1.07 at Grocery Outlet. Good bread can cost you $3 or $4 a loaf. So I stockpile bread so I can make toast, so I can make sandwiches. So for breakfast, I would usually have some kind of egg and toast, or I usually eat breakfast in the middle of the night, or cereal and milk. I usually have evaporated milk always in the freezer. Some of you could be new. Let me show you. This is evaporated milk, and I keep it. I bought a big can, and I will show you next time I open one. And I used it for 4 or 5 days, and then I froze the rest. So cereal and milk for breakfast, or egg and toast. Stockpile bread. You gotta have bread. Okay, and then for lunch, I usually have sandwich and tea. So what I do is I stockpile all kinds. This is turkey, and this is bologna, all kinds of lunch meat. And you can use your lunch meat in top ramen with egg. Or what I do is I make the top ramen, and then I beat 1 tablespoon water and 1 egg until it's frothy, and when the top ramen is boiling, I add the egg and I stir that in like a drop soup, and then I can add lunch meat if I want, or I can have a sandwich. And then I stockpile all kinds of cheese because you can, I pack my freezer full of cheese because you can substitute some cheese for meat. So since these might not be considered the highest quality meat, but if you add cheese, then that is going to up the quality of the protein. One thing is worrisome is the feed they have low quality feed for the meat. For the beef. And then I stockpile chips. I usually have Flaming Hot Cheetos with top ramen with lime, and these are kind of hard to find. I usually have to buy 4 or 5 when I find them. And then if you search around, you can find these big tubs of dip, which is adding a little sour cream to your meal. So the idea is you're not going to be running out of food when you start buying your food in a way that's like a stockpile. So, you're going to stock your... I buy the cheese usually marked down. I think this might be one of the best buys at Dollar Tree because you're getting 5.3 ounces for $1. Aside from the fact that you can buy it $1 at a time, you would get 10.3 ounces for $2. Normally the rock bottom is $2 for 8 ounces. All these look like they had a pretty good deal. So for dinner would be meat, some kind of meat like I had tonight. I had one of those thin cut steaks, and some kind of potato, sweet potato or rice, some kind of carb, macaroni and cheese, and a vegetable. And then a couple fruits. So that would be like a basic food. start with that, whatever kind of sandwiches you like, grilled cheese with tomato soup, stockpile soup, top ramen. And then let me show you, here is the beef jerky I'm making. I bought a dehydrator so that I can dehydrate stuff. So that is the basic meal plan. So if you start buying your food, and I stockpile the same way I buy the food, chances are I'm not going to be running out of food. I have chips, I have bread, I have all the things that I eat. And what I do is I try to find the cheese, the meat, the bread, everything, the dip, 99 cents, the chips, 99 cents, the cheese, the cheapest. So you're trying to find the cheapest possible price on everything. And you know, once you get used to it, if you ever had to eat this way, this isn't all that much cheaper than, you know, the name brand, but it seems to be pretty good. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.